Welcome to the Jordan Banks Show, y'all. I am Jordan Banks, the king of urban podcasts, y'all. I'm here once again. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you and yours. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Lahani. All that. However you want to celebrate it. Make sure you do something for somebody else. I get more joy out of doing for others than I do for myself. I love that about me. Just a little something about me, y'all. But I'm here again, y'all. The Jordan Banks Show once again. I am the king of urban podcasts, y'all. Like, follow, subscribe, send some hearts, send some love, gifts, whatever you want to do. Got a lot to discuss. There's a lot going on. You can't have any show, any topic, anything without discussing what's going on in America, what's going on with Trump, what's going on with the Senate, the Congress, everything that's going on. I'm here for it, and I'm here for you. Enjoy this during the holiday season. The Christmas season will be up on all formats. TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you want to get me. BXX Live is in the building. Jordan Banks is here with y'all. Let's get started. Jasmine Crockett is making her run at the U.S. Senate. Hey, I like it. Will she be able to win a state like Texas? Early predictions, I don't know. Texas is fickle. Now, there is more minorities in Texas, but for some reason, I don't think our Latino brother and sister still get it. I don't know if a lot of our African-American brothers and sisters still get it. Yeah, I better ask them folks in Somalia or the folks up in Minnesota who are from Somalia who are living here now peacefully or as peaceful as they can. There was a lot of Somali for Trump. Ended up winning Minnesota. Y'all found it out slowly but surely. That man don't give two rats behinds for you guys. They don't like minorities. Yeah. But good luck to Jasmine Crockett. Y'all go. Help get that sister elected. I believe a lot of her motivation is that since they gerrymandered Texas the way they did, she's actually potentially losing her Congress seat, her congressional seat, not through any fault of her own, just through a bunch of racist politics. It's so unfair and stupid. But that's the game we're dealt, and we know and we're taught that you just have to continue to move on if you're us. It's what we do. We pick ourselves up, not always by bootstraps because we don't have them, but somehow we manage to encourage ourselves and we continue to thrive. Not only live in America, but we continue to thrive. It's what we do, and I love us for it. There's a lot of nonsense that goes on with that, of course. A lot we do to ourselves. But I believe for the most part, we head in the right direction on a lot of things. We head in a lot of wrong direction as well. You have to admit it. But congratulations to Jasmine for starting off her bid for a Senate seat. It's an historical run because of the number of minorities who've been elected to the Senate. And female minorities, and at the same time, I think she'll be only one of two in the Senate if she is elected. So I believe she has a hard road to go. There's a lot of competition in Texas as well. There's other great people also running. So, you pick what you think is going to represent you the best. But if you know, it's not Republican. We like to play this game. And, who's best? Oh, who better? No. Right now in America, if you're leaning Republican, you're just racist. It is what it is. You're racist against yourself, even if you're black or you Latino, whatever you are. You're clearly racist against yourself and your own people. I'm not one who. I don't like to go around and around. I'm kind of direct. And it is what it is. Maybe if I played the game a little different, maybe I'll be further in this thing that I'm doing. Who knows? I'm cool though. I'm good. But I just I don't play to mess around. Republican, racist. Period. So, it is what it is to me. But a lot of people don't like to cut. A lot of people still like to be politically correct in this environment where nobody is any longer. Fight fire with fire. Sometimes that's just what it is. So while Jasmine is running for office, Trump continues to fall asleep. And these these conferences that he had with his people, all the people around the table, and the press is there and everybody. And this is a time where Trump's people usually are praising him for something. I just sycophants. And at the same time, he is dozing off. Now, and everybody's making excuses for him. But remember sleepy Joe Biden, who you never saw fall asleep during one of these briefings. So they just talking. It's the nerve. To think you're that stupid. Now he's sleepy Joe. What is Trump? Because Trump just full fall asleep. Nonstop. Just full stop. He just falls asleep. What is he? Sleepy Trump? What is he? I mean, I guess, I don't know. Maybe he's falling asleep and waking up with some grand ideas like, let's rename the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center, which is most likely illegal. It takes an act of freaking Congress. And the nerve of this man to compare himself to some people. Wow. You're JFK now. You're better than JFK. Man, then during the process of trying to rename this thing, they mute any resistance to it and say it's a unanimous vote. But they won't let the person vote against them because he's appointed all these sycophants, but there's a board beyond that gets a vote. One particular African-American representative, female, they muted her, so she couldn't vote. Nevertheless, takes an act of Congress to change this. This is a memorial to a president that's gone. Not this dude wants to feel good about himself in any way he can. It's just like FIFA gave him a peace prize, like it's the Nobel. It's not. It's like McDonald's giving you a peace award. It means nothing. But he wants to feel my God, man, you're 80 years old. Whatever you lack at this point in your life, you just freaking lack. You don't like it? Like, you don't like yourself now? I mean, you made the money, right? You say you want to make the money. You're the president, right? You're the most powerful job in the world. You still need someone else to say you're great. You still need this gratification, this to feel something. You're just crazy. Period. Full stop. You're crazy. Why do you need this? I don't know. So this week we saw Trump deliver an address. It really wasn't an address. It was like a stern warning. It was like a scolding to the American people. Stop saying you can't afford stuff. We have a great economy. I don't go to the grocery store. You do. I don't fill up my car, but you do. But I'm telling you, you even though you out there paying $3 a gallon for gas, no, it's $1.99. I filled up on gas today. I sure ain't getting none of that $1.99. I guess it ain't reached us here. I go to the stores and I didn't see no price come down. I see them go up. So he's in this address to the country. He's forcibly telling you that this is what it is, and you know it's not. It's crazy because I think that people will never come to this conclusion in America. White people, poor white people, will never come to the conclusion that we're just better together. They're lying to you. The rich and the powerful are lying to you. They've been lying to you since they've been here. They had you fight a civil war. They had you fight this, that. You go Vietnam, everything. They're lying to you. But you accept it because you're white. I'm better because I'm white. But you're poor. You're poorer than the person you're pointing at. And you're mad at other groups of people because you're poor when these rich white people keep telling you you're better, but your life isn't getting any better. We cut your taxes, but you don't see it. Oh, free, no tips, no tax on tips, but you don't see it. All of these things. Obamacare, the ACA is so bad, we don't have a plan. 15 years ago, we don't have a plan. They don't want to have a plan. The point is to get rid of it. Since before, there was no help before. Medicaid, Medicare, to try to get rid of that. But you have to understand why they don't want to do it. They gave all the tax breaks to the rich. You have to cover that somehow. You didn't give a tax break to everybody and reduce the deficit or the amount we spend. We're spending the same amount and more. So how do you make up this difference? You have to cut shit. And unfortunately, it only hurts the poor and the middle class. You have to cut it. There's no way you can balance anything. It's never going to balance. Never. But white people will continue with this BS. Latino people will continue to think that they're going to be your friend. The MAGA black think I'm going to be. I don't know. I don't know what MAGA black thinks. We've been doing this too long. I don't know what MAGA black thinks. I don't know how they could ever. Yeah. So, a lot of people, and I've heard from relatives and things. Trump he has these warrior dividends. He's going to the people in the military, $1,776 to commemorate the 200 year or however many years that this country's been independent or whatever. No, it's not. That's not what that is. This is a housing subsidy that was passed during this big ugly bill. And it's really passed, and it's really in there because military people are paid so bad, they can't keep up housing. It's a housing subsidy. So now Trump chooses to repackage it and rename it to make it as if it's I'm giving you this. No, it's a housing subsidy because many of our people who currently are in the military are on welfare. They can't afford housing. They're on Medicaid and food stamps because they can't afford things. If you're in the military, you're not there to get rich. You're not going to get rich, especially as an enlisted person, which is the majority of our military. These are subsidies to help you afford housing, which isn't going to go very far. These warrior dividends, $1,776. Why not just make it $2,000? Since we're going into the year 26, why not make it $2,600? Why not make it $20,026? $17,776. Yeah. Why is the question. You just ponder. Why? Think about it, America. What's going on? What's going on? For sure. So then Trump has the nerve to give a speech to McDonald's franchise owners, and he tell them to fight against minimum wage increase. He tells McDonald's franchise owners to fight against minimum wage increase. But he cares about you. I can't make a decent living off a wage, and I'm working. There is no job you should work in America where you can't at least make a decent living wage. I don't care if it is fast food. Fast food restaurants make all the money in the neighborhood. All the money. And you are against them paying me a decent living wage. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for all you do. While they continue to do this and other things and wage war against minorities yet again, the University of Alabama has shut down a very popular black magazine, student magazine. It's called 1956 magazine, again at the University of Alabama, due to threats after anti-DEI warnings and threats from Christy Nome. Or not from Christy Nome, from Pam Bundy. I'm sorry. We can't even have a magazine, y'all. I don't even want to have a magazine. You can't even have a student magazine that's ran by black people. This is America. America is in trouble because a lot of people. I can look to my spiritual leaders, but a lot of us, because a lot of us don't know any better as far as spirituality. You got another pastor out here telling his congregation that someone needs to donate $10,000 within 90 seconds, and the Lord's going to make them a millionaire. Well, why don't you do it then? That what the Lord told you. Why don't you donate $10,000 and become a millionaire? Then you won't have to ask no more. You try to encourage people, say, no, you do need to be in church. You try to encourage different things about God and the Lord. And this is what people who are in charge, standing in front of everybody, are doing. It's reckless. It's wrong. It ain't Christ. And whoever's speaking to him is not God. It's the devil. $10,000 in 90 seconds. Become a multimillionaire. Then he waited. He wanted another 20 people in line to give $300. This is why we so confused in America. We can't even get religion right. Spirituality is crazy. These are the people that a lot of y'all are going out there and you're putting your faith and your trust in instead of God, instead of Jesus. You're putting it in this man up here. Because if you told me, God told you that somebody in this crowd need to donate $10,000 in 90 seconds, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and they'll become a millionaire, I never go back there again. You can't even give me enough explanation for that bull. It's a gimmick. It's a scam. It should be illegal, damn near. I'll tell you something else should be illegal. I saw the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fight. Boy. You know what pisses me off about it? Honestly, I'm a boxing fan. I go back and watch Jack Johnson fights. I watch the old black and white. I see the defense, the offense. I see the brilliance in the defense and the strategy and the thinking, the ring size, all these things I take note of. I tell you, when I first saw the fight come on, I said, I'm going to look at this because I like Alicia Baumgartner, everything she won. She broke a girl down. Made some history doing 3-minute rounds for 12 rounds. I thought that was great. She took her time and broke old girl down, who was game. But when I first saw it come on, I saw the ring. I said, I know the plan. Jake Paul wants to survive. He wants to run and survive, period. Professional fighters don't use 22-foot rings. That is freaking ridiculous. It was outrageously big. The ring was outrageously big. It's freaking crazy. It's just retarded. It's not boxing, right? But anyway, they go on with it. As we thought, Joshua did knock him out. Eventually broke his jaw, actually. But Jake Paul ran for 5 rounds. And when he didn't run, he just jumped on Anthony to hold him. I mean, he went so far as just jumping on his legs. It reminded me of when the Martin episode when he fought Tommy Hearns and he kept jumping on his leg. That's what it looked like. Like he's hitting at his feet. That's what it was. And so Anthony caught him in like the 6th round and they hit him with that right and then it was over. Like it's such a hoax and a scam. If this was a black man attempting to do stuff Jake Paul does, it'll never work. It'd be criminal. Sanctioning bodies will be suing TV, everybody. Floyd Mayweather is a retired champion and does exhibitions and you guys complain about it. This guy's putting on supposedly sanctioned fights. Never done anything. Never fought anybody. But old celebrities. 60-year-old Mike Tyson's. You know, come on, man. I could have did what Paul did and just ran. But, you know, it's crazy because if you know fighting and you just know people, the amount of nervous energy Jake Paul had, he was so red. He hadn't even been hit. He was just running. After the first round, he was so gassed because he had so much nervous energy and anxiety. It just came to the point where Anthony would whiff at him and he'd fall. He'd just fall. He couldn't get no balance. His legs were shaky. It was ridiculous. This was a ridiculous spectacle that Netflix put on, and I'm ashamed Netflix put it on. I like Netflix. I love boxing. This just a sham. After the fight, he says, well, I want to go on and I still want to fight, and I want to fight the cruiserweight world champion. I want to be the champ. Man, come on, bro. Foolishness. I ain't wasting more time on it. Glad you got your ass whooped. It ain't. I mean, hell, anybody double 1-2 shots. Hell, you kept running the whole time. If you just gonna run, then don't fight. Because if this was a real regular fight, they would have disqualified you for all the times you jumped down and grabbed a man's legs. Then he got knocked down 3 times. The other times he just went down on his own. He just threw himself down like 8 times. Like, my God. Clearly you don't want to fight this man. Clearly. Oh, well. Well, real boxer, Terrence Crawford did retire. Only, he was undisputed in 3 divisions. Last beat Canelo for the last, undisputed in that division. So Terrence Crawford said he done. Kudos. I mean, if that's what you want to do, cool. I think the man still got some fight in him if he want to. He clearly a great, I don't put him in all-time greats. He's good right now compared to what's out there. Terrence Crawford is not an all-time great. I'm sorry. If you know boxing, you've seen all-time greats. He's not an all-time great. He's not better than Mayweather. He's not better than Sugar Ray. There's no comparison to those 3. Tommy Hearns, none of that. Marvelous Haggard. Terrence Crawford is good now for what's out there. And congratulations, is a lot better than me. There ain't no hate in it. I love boxing. Terrence Crawford is a lot better than me. You know what I'm saying? By leaps and bounds, you know what I'm saying? Not an all-time great. He's going out as number 1 pound for pound now. In today's world. I get it. Congratulations. He taking the money and he running, goddamn. I can see him doing exhibitions, though, because he'll make a lot of money doing that like Floyd does. Maybe Floyd will fight him in an exhibition. Probably not, though. He's too good right now because Floyd is older and it's not going to be the same. But also, nothing's the same anymore. National debt for the first time is over $38 trillion. National debt has gone up over $2 trillion this year alone. What happened to Doge? But we're still blaming Biden. That's nothing. Trump got to get his whole team. It's been almost a year now. Y'all still blaming Biden. Hell, y'all blaming Obama. Still. At what point is it yours, sir? Because it already is yours. We already blame you for messing up a great economy that Joe actually left you. You can, a lot of your MAGA people don't know. Y'all will dispute anything. But he actually did. One person ain't suffering. Because besides all the great things Michael Jordan does with Nike, and these old shoes selling like crazy, y'all out there trying to get them new shoes, stomping on babies and fighting and fussing. Y'all know Michael Jordan has a lifetime contract with Nike. He gets paid at least $250 million a year on top of the other stuff he brings. Boy, to be Michael Jordan, to be like Mike. I ain't mad at Mike. I mean, Mike did his thing as a basketball player that led to all this. And it's crazy because Mike didn't make a fraction of that as a basketball player. That just was the contracts then. Mike has made this money through these endorsements and these deals, but y'all need to stop. Y'all's going crazy over these shoes. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all lined up, line a mile down the road for some tennis shoes. It ain't that serious. It's not. My God. But y'all ridiculous. And I like Jordans. They are actually great shoes. They're made well. Them little kids in China over there making them real cheap. But they're made really well. They really are. They last. They're good for what they're supposed to be for, basketball and other things. Jordans run a little small. You got to get you a little size up or a half or something. But, that's my only complaint I had with them, if anything. But what the hell? You wear a 12, get a 13. I mean, it is what it is. It's 12 and a half, something. So that's not a problem. But y'all need to stop. I mean, the shoe ain't going to perform no magic. It ain't going to make you rich. I get it. They nice. They gold. They have all the colors and designs. Nike just make the best stuff. I don't care if it's the warm-ups, the shoes, the socks. Nike just got that lock. That's just a thing that they have. But my God, it's never that serious to stand in these lines like y'all do, to go crazy and fight and fuss like you do over some shit. My people. And not just my people. Well, half y'all ain't no job to pay for them. Eat them shoes is all you're going to have. And we know you don't. The Fed Chair, Jerome Powell, says that the U.S., the United States government, may be drastically overstating job numbers. We know they are, because Trump fired the people in charge of it. He got sycophants in charge that just giving them numbers he like to hear. That's it. We know that. We don't need the Fed Chair to tell us. Maybe some of y'all do. And maybe since the Fed Chair said it, y'all won't believe it because Trump don't like him. There's a lot going on with y'all. And I'm just not, some of y'all crazy. I mean, just call it what it is. I told you I'm straightforward. I don't have no explanation for a lot of this. I don't have no explanation for a lot of what y'all think. You're just crazy, silly, and stupid. And willfully ignorant, I might add. If I can add that. And I can, because it's my damn show. This is where they do that at. Where y'all get this? What do y'all? I haven't started cussing. I don't cuss. I don't like cussing. That ain't my thing no more. You know better, you do better. I'm trying to move to a higher place in life. That's all. So I try to get what I say out my mouth. It's in your heart. I'm working on it. And speaking of the job numbers, the U.S. now has more job seekers than we actually have jobs available for the first time since 2021. So not only are the numbers fudged, we don't even have the jobs. Meanwhile, get this. China's hit $1 trillion surplus for the first time in their history, thanks to these stupid ass tariffs. Because what happens, and see, I told you from the beginning, what he hopes to do is, I'm going to tariff you so much, you're not going to bring your stuff over here because nobody's going to be able to buy it, because we're going to tax the people of America so much, they're not going to be able to afford it. So the only way to get it is to start building it over here. That didn't happen, though. It's not happening. Manufacturing jobs are down again. They were going up under Biden, but they're down. See, and Trump did achieve from China what he wanted to in the tariffs. Their sales to the United States is down 30%. But guess what? China did, because they know the game. They increased sales to Europe up, sales to Southeast Asia up, sales to Australia up almost 40%. South America, they found new partners. It's all, you think America the only place we could do business? We can do business with everybody. And guess what? We don't even have to accept it in US dollars, which is also killing us. That was the world reserve. That was the standard. Now they formed BRICS. They formed all these other things that say, you know what? We don't even have to back this with American money, which is hurting us. You idiot. So thanks. Yeah, China does sell less to America. And guess what? They sell more to everybody else. Boy, this guy. These manufacturing things are not coming back. They're not. How many times can you tell people this? They still, I mean, y'all still want to go dig up coal. You're not. My God. People are ridiculous right now just to believe some of these things. And China's getting rich. You know how much we owe China? Yeah, go look it up. So, one of my last stories, this is how much your president cares about crime and all these other things. And, we're with the police. And yeah, okay, we're for everybody. No, you're not. So, Donald Trump has recently pardoned Joseph Schwartz. Joseph Schwartz was convicted of stealing over $38 million from nursing home workers, from the people who aren't paid much of anything to take care of your family members, your elderly parents, disabled, such and such veterans. This man stole over $38 million from them, and Trump pardoned him. Yeah, guess who got a cut? Guess who got a cut of that? Oh, God. But I'll tell you this. I'm going to end it this way. Because some people don't deserve or need to get a penny. Odell Beckham Jr., the football player, he goes on a podcast to describe how it's hard to live on a $100 million NFL contract. Nigga. It's hard to live on that. You can't live on that. So he breaks it down. You get $100 million and tax it. So, you're looking at about $60 million really over 5 years. Okay, nigga. Okay. That's, $60 million over 5 years. What that, 12, 13, 14, 50 million? 15 million a year? Okay. What's the problem? You get your mama a house. You get you a house, get your car. Oh, you pay this, you get a lawyer and attorney, So now you got about $8 million a year to live on. How you going to live on that? Who are you talking to? How about you live on that McDonald's minimum wage, nigga? Live on $100,000 a year people make at work. Live on the $50,000 a year people make at work. $8 million a year, you can't live. Why don't you stop buying hair dye? Fancy pants. Tight silky drawers and shit. I mean, you got me cut. Man, you know what? I can't with this nigga. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, y'all. Jim Banks. I'm out this. I'm gonna go get some money.